I wanted to talk for a minute about journaling, and it's something that I love so much. My own relationship with journaling has been a bit intermittent for a long period of my adult life. I would usually have a journal, but sometimes years would go by in between my writing, or often months in between things. And it wasn't until about 2 years ago when I started really opening into that as a regular part of my life. Just regular, and I've now gathered a stack of journals, and it's been really beautiful. And I think that when most people think of journaling, maybe they think of one more prominent gift of it, which is so big and so great, and the big reason why I would recommend it to a lot of people, which is just a deepening sense of connection to yourself, your heart, and just evolution, like a container for many transformations. Another aspect, though, that I found really beautiful is this sense of what happens when you return to reread your journals, and how that can be almost like reclamation of even more treasure. So in my experience, my inner world is a pretty intense place at times, and there's a lot of movement, a lot of stillness, and a lot of transformation that's happening. And there's the level that's a bit more like a foundational level that is beyond need to be captured, beyond need to be articulated in any way. I find that when I simply allow and open to what is meeting me and what I'm feeling, and feel it really fully, it turns to gold. It just layers in, and it becomes what feels like beauty. And I think that whenever we can open to our experience, sorry, my battery, really deeply, as our nervous system allows, then this has the potential to turn into beauty in this subtle, rich, full-bodied, everything way. There's also another sort of level that's more like, I would say, it is what can be expressed, or you try to express it. These waves washing over you and churning everything inside of you, and sparking these strands of beauty here and there, lines of thought, idea, remembering. And when you set those down then and return to it, it's like opening your hands to more, because for me, there's such a high volume that you might walk away with a lot of that churn, all those treasures that were deposited into your hands in a tangible way, beyond that subtle layering and deepening of inner texture and soul. And so your hands are overflowing with this, and then you're walking it, and some falls through your fingers, and there's just so much that on a conscious level, it doesn't always stay with me. And so when I go back and I reread this arc of time, then it's like re-entering that gorgeous shipwreck, that spilled all of the treasure, and it's gathering up some of what I may have held before and slipped away, and new things. It's like this kind of like a poem of self, just another way to meet the depths of yourself and return to that when you can't consciously retain every single billowing thread that has come forward. And it adds just so much wholeness, so much centering, and I feel like it's really powerful. And when I'm in coaching relationship with a client, I feel I would love for them to do this in some form. And then I feel also really called to bring journaling to more kids, as a way to deepen into self and heart and presence. And I just love it so much for myself. So I hope that if you feel called to give it a try and just, let it be whatever it is and just return to it as regularly as you can and see what happens.